Rene will do all the cooking, right?
Oh, sure. The cooking, the waitressing. Don't worry, silly. We'll take care of everything.
I've taken care of everything. I've moved all of your appointments to next week.
And Carrie?
He's catching the red-eye in from Seattle tonight, so he should be here in the morning.
Good, then he can take over some of Joe's cases. Speaking of which, where is Joe? We're due in court in 45 minutes.
Conference room. He's been that way for about an hour now.
Joe, come on. We don't want to be late. Joe?
Am I an idiot, Rene?
No, of course not.
I just feel like... I feel like even when I try and do something right, I manage to screw it up.
Joe, you did the right thing. It's the law that's wrong.
And why do I feel so awful? Did you know I was the runt of my class?
No, I did not know that.
Always getting picked on. Kids stole my lunch daily. The bullies would wait after school to beat me up. Still got a few scars.
It must have been horrible.
I always knew even when they were wailing on me, someone out there would pull them off.
Really? What made you so sure?
Because someone always did. A teacher, some other student, an old guy a couple of times, a gardener. See, back then, we were all taught how important it was to always help people. To always look out for others.
In some ways, that was a different time, Joe. More innocent.
I don't want to lose that, Rene. I don't want to lose that faith I've had for so long.
Do you have a medical background?
No.
You ever taken a class in CPR?
No.
Did you have a metal cutter on hand to cut Brian Ellington out?
No. No, of course not.
See, you have no training, and you had no tools, and yet you just jumped in anyway? Why?
I saw him in there. He was screaming.
Yeah, but you heard sirens. You knew paramedics were on the way.
I didn't know if they were going to make it. I could smell gas. The car was ready to go.
Fact is, Mr. Lozano, that car didn't catch fire until after paramedics arrived.
Objection. When that car exploded is not the issue.
Sustained.
An impulsive person, bit of a risk taker.
Objection. Relevance.
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish Mr. Lozano's motivations on that day. I think that's at the heart of all this.
Fine, I'll allow for now.
You like attention?
Objection.
Sustained. Counselor, a point sometime soon would be nice.
Did you call Mandy Norton at Channel 4 right after the accident?
Yes, but she's a friend. I didn't call
To give her the scoop on a very good news story.
Objection, Your
Admit it,
Honor.
Mr. Lozano, you are nothing more than an attention-starved...
boring.
thrill
Objection.
seeker. You risked this boy's life so you could gain headlines.
Counselor, enough. Now, you are this close to contempt, so unless you have a more civilized line of questioning, is that all?
Yes, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Good. Miss Jackson?
When you pulled Mr. Ellington from that car moments before it exploded, were there any paramedics on the scene?
No.
Thank you. What was running through your mind the moment before you pulled Mr. Ellington out?
Just please let him be okay.
Were you in any way concerned for your own life?
I didn't have time to think about that. All I could think is that he may die, and I was going to do everything I could to make sure he didn't.
After all you've been through, would you do it again? Help someone in need?
Yes. In a heartbeat.
My heart was beating so fast and I couldn't breathe. I just thought I was going to die there alone.
What did you think when you saw Mr. Lozano?
But first I was glad. Then he moved me and I felt this pain like I've never felt before. He just kept pulling really hard. I passed out because it hurt so bad.
Do you wish Mr. Lozano had waited for paramedics?
I wish he wasn't even there at all.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Could you see anything from the car, Mr. Ellington?
There's some people on the other side of the street.
And what were they doing?
Nothing.
But you were calling out for help, weren't you?
Yes,
How long have you been playing football?
since I was 10. But I remember playing before that with my dad.
You're the star running back at your high school, correct?
Broke records for total rushing yards and took my team to state.
Congratulations. You going to college next year?
Well, I was supposed to go to Auburn, but I don't know now. Look, I know he took a chance going in there to get me, but he also may have ruined my chances of ever playing again. That's all I ever wanted.
You must really love football.
More than anything else.
More than life.
Objection.
Overruled.
Mr. Ellington, if you had a choice, would you choose a football career or life?
Life. I choose life.
Oh, you're home. I didn't hear you come in.
How did the apartment hunting go today?
Oh, gosh, it was just a nightmare. I went out to this one, and it was already rented.
Mary Elizabeth, why are you lying to me?
I'm not.
I got the new listings right here, nothing's circled. You're not looking for a place. Mary Elizabeth, you won't even talk about it. I mean, do you even want us to build this house? I thought living here was supposed to be temporary.
Well, life is just temporary, you know? I don't see the point. Getting an apartment, building a big house, when it could all just blow away tomorrow.
What's the point? I got one for you. I spent my entire life building dream homes for other people, and now I can finally build you yours. A place where we can grow old together, you and me. How's that for a point? What do you want?
I don't know.
Just tell me what you want.
I don't know!
What's going on? Mary Elizabeth, where are you going?
Somewhere I can think clearly. What do you call this?
A hurricane.
Do you have one called... It's close enough. I'll have another.
Tornadoes swept through
Tequila
central
chaser.
Mississippi today, killing 3 and injuring dozens more. Neighborhoods were caught off guard by the sudden.
Oh, my God. It's happening again. It's happening again.
At last count, over 70 homes were torn from their foundations.
What?
Scattering a life.
What are you looking at? You ought to be home kissing your wife and your kids, because you might not ever see them again. You think you're in control of this, huh? Do you?
Hey, calm down, lady.
Well, I'll tell you what's in control of the whole thing. That swirling mass of wind and dirt and human lives and crap. That is the only thing in control here.
Hey, that's enough. Now either you calm down or I'm gonna call the cops.
Debris strewn over the main arteries leading into the town, and the National Guard has
I'm fine.
You don't look fine. No, I don't think I can. Yeah. Who do I need to call?